All right, hey everybody, how you doing? Shane here from the Brookings Home Team, powered by Century 21. And yes, we're doing another live interview if you're watching this on Facebook. If you're watching this somewhere else, it's not so much live anymore, but thank you for tuning in. We appreciate that. It is July, and that means we are moving to our July local featured charitable organization here in Brookings. And this one's kind of interesting here today because I have an individual that actually helped start this program up, from what I understand. I just learned that literally like 30 seconds ago, so very interesting stuff. This is the GAP program here in Brookings, and I have Jan, who is the coordinator for the GAP program. Right. Basically we'll just let her take over here in just a second and let her fill you in on what GAP does here for Brookings and how that works for the kids and the families here in the area. But before we do that, as you guys are coming on, please let us know. Give us a heart, give us a thumbs up, and please be sure to tag and share anybody else you think would benefit from this video. These videos are fun to do. I love doing these. I learn something new all the time, it's just a great way to share everything here that Brookings has to offer. So enough with that stuff. Jan, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for participating in this here today. I appreciate it. I hadn't met you before, and I just, like I said, learned a few interesting things here in the last couple minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to let you talk a little bit about what GAP does, what your position is, and how Brookings can maybe help you get a little bit better too. So,
okay.
So I'll let you take it over. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The GAP program started in 1989, so we are celebrating our 30th year right now,
okay,
which is exciting because we are definitely a community grassroots program. We started because of the we saw so many children with no place to go after school, and they were really doing things that they maybe didn't really need to be doing, and they were oftentimes at the library or hanging out at places that didn't really want kids just hanging around. So a group of us got together, and with the city we were able to do surveys, find out what people needed, and that's pretty much how we started. Okay. And so it was a core group of probably about 30 people initially. Wow. And there's 3 of us that are still actively involved with the program.
Since '89 then? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So right now the excitement is the fact that we have been able to survive that long. We have family fees and United Way. We write grants, gifts and donations. That is what sustains us. The challenge of having what we would call soft money was such that we were a little hesitant to invest in any way with that because we wanted to make sure our program was there all the time for families. So we do have a monthly fee. And the blessing with that is United Way helps us, and that way if you are a lower income family or have financial challenges for whatever reason, we can offer scholarships. And so no family will be turned away because they cannot pay. Okay. And so it just takes communication, and that'll help us out.
Good.
So we're a program that provides care for children kindergarten through 5th grade, and those are in our after-school programs. And then our morning program also extends into older kids. And so up through the middle school years, we'll take them in the morning. So we're one of the only morning programs for school-age kids, and that's held over at Madera Elementary, and we start at 5:45 a.m. Wow. And we're there until school personnel come on about 7:30 or so. Okay. So we're with the kids until about 7:45. Okay. And we offer breakfast to them and activities, and the big thing is to get them so that they're ready for school when the school day begins.
When it begins, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then we do the afternoon program, and that is at Camelot, which actually we do take kids that are in 6th grade over there, so they walk over from the middle school or else they take a bus. Oh. And then we also have locations at Dakota Prairie, Hillcrest, and Madera, and those are for children kindergarten through 3rd grade. And then at the First United Methodist Church, we meet with kids that are kindergartners or junior kindergartners, and that's the only age that is there. And we have a much smaller staff-to-child ratio with that age group. Okay. So
a lot of stuff.
It is,
a lot
yes.
of stuff.
And we're busy all the time.
And we mentioned Gap. I think we said Gap, and it's not the clothing store.
That's right.
Not the clothing store. But what does Gap stand for then?
Great After School Place.
Yes.
And there's a hyphen between the A because otherwise it's gasp, which sometimes we do, but yeah. So
yeah, with all that stuff, I'm sure you are gasping a lot.
Yeah.
So. Perfect. So 30 years, and you were one of the originators of it there. So that is unbelievable. So that just shows the commitment that you have with the community and the kids here. So thank you for that. And you said you provide for the school age kids. Some are all the way up to junior high, right?
Well, through 6th grade. 6th grade. And unless it's in the morning, and then we can do a little wider range of ages. So.
Okay. Now during the summertime, I'm sure it's not vacation time.
No, summer is busier than the school year. Yes, very much so. For example, next week, I think the kids over at Madera, they're going to the pool 3 times next week. They're going to the Children's Museum, I believe. They're, we go to the library programs and work with the kids as far as their literacy. And, yeah.
So there's no vacation in the summertime?
No
summer vacation.
Not for staff.
Yeah.
But the staff love it, though, because we get to do so many things with the kids. And we get to know them so well. Our staff are consistent, Monday through Friday, so the kids really get to build relationships with them, and we feel that's super important.
Nice.
So.
Do you have any staff that were kids when they were in the GAP program? Do you really? Okay. Yeah. I figured after 30 years.
Yeah, and we see a lot of children whose parents were in GAP now, so for me, that's kind of hard to believe, but yeah, they're all getting older. I'm not, though.
Right, exactly. So. Well, I graduated in '89, so I know where that all plays a part at.
Yes.
So, it's hard to believe it's been that long ago.
Yeah.
So, okay. How can Brookings help better help the group, the staff?
One of the things that we are always looking for that we don't really receive is the fact that the staff now are of an age where there are a lot of things that they don't do that maybe I did as a child or as a younger adult. And things like knitting and crocheting and woodworking and all of those skills that just sort of are kind of dying out. If there is anybody that has any talents in that, and languages, or if they're from another culture, or they have a hobby that's really interesting, the children love to have visitors come. And it helps them see that there's a lot more out there than just what they're seeing. And it's really important for them to be able to have those experiences, because we want them to understand that there's this big wide world and there's anything that they can do, anything at all.
So any visitors, you're open to them coming and
definitely
talking with the kids and what have you. Okay.
And we take volunteers, and we realize that volunteers they maybe don't have a set schedule, but we try and get communication so that we know when they're going to come.
Okay.
And if you just like kids but don't feel you have something to offer, what you do have is your ability to care for children. And so we will love to have you as an extra pair of hands. So,
pair of hands, sure,
yes.
Sure, perfect. Now that brings us then, of course, on how to contact you. What is the best way? And I'll try to have your information on this post here, wherever you guys are seeing this, whatever social platform it's on. I'll try to have that on here. But just in case, how can they get a hold of you?
Our office phone number is 605-692-8066. Our email address is gapost@brookings.net. And then we also have a Facebook page, which is Brookings Great After School Place.
Okay, and I'll try to tag that on the Facebook post here later on. But do they contact you then, or they just call and then just kind of mention?
Those will be ways of contacting me. In the phone book, all of the sites are listed.
Okay.
And so you can always call a site and share with them what you would like, and they'll get you to the right place.
Perfect. All right. Anything else you want to share or touch on before we call it?
I hate to say that summer is feeling like it's wrapping up for us, but we're in the process of taking enrollments for the school year.
Okay.
And so we just try and get parents to realize that's going to happen before we know it. So school year information is out there, and we'll be happy to talk with anyone that has any questions about our program.
Perfect. Great program. Thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Thanks for the staff for all their work. I have no idea what goes into it, and I'm just sure behind the scenes, it's a lot of work.
And
so.
but it's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
That's the key. So,
yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Jan.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank
And
you.
how do you pronounce your last name?
Stangy.
Stangy. I don't know why I can't say that, but
That's okay.
Jan Stangy here. I'll have her stuff here for you on the post as well. So thanks everybody for watching. That concludes this month's featured charitable organization. We'll be back next month in August. But in the meantime, get a hold of Jan here if you have any questions on the GAP program and how that all plays a part. So thanks again. Happy 4th of July if you're watching this before the 4th. If it's after the 4th, I hope you have all your toes and fingers yet. So have a great rest of the month, guys. We'll talk to you later. See ya.